Okay. So I guess there's nothing left for... You got nothing left for us? If not, that's fine. We can leave. Go back to Constantine.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends.
Hey,
I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
we just helped her out. I wish
Goodbye, Iselt.
the game would change her tone and be a little bit nicer to us after we did a huge favor for them. Yeah, I feel like that's a bit inconsistent. Continuity is a bit off there, which is a bit disappointing. So they should have done a better job with that. Siora.
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare
Sure.
the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister
Okay.
will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. Will you come with me?
Of
Sure.
course. I'd be happy to be by your side. Let's go.
Offer your help to a cell. So I have to go back. Alright. Maybe I can bring Afra. Confirm. Let's finish up. Didn't I already talk to you?
Karans, do you need something?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
That's probably true. It seems illogical given their culture. So that sometimes necessity knows no law. That you might have done it to protect her daughters.
I understand. However, couldn't she have renounced it in the hope of protecting her daughters?
Perhaps. But she knew us just as well as we knew her. And she knew that we'd rather die in battle than renounce our beliefs. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
Tell you're glad that she's gentler than sister. Ask what kind of child she was.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
I must leave you.
That's it.
See you later.
Gentler does not mean weak. There's a difference between... I think she misunderstood. There's a difference between gentleness and weakness. Gentleness is not weak. Just like being merciful is, in my opinion, mercy is not weak. Alright, let's go back, and I know we have Siora's quest here, but I want to wrap up this cure for Constantine, which doesn't exist yet, but I just want to check up and see how he's doing. I hope this is not going to trigger his death, but if it does, I guess better to just rip the band-aid now.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation.
Oh no.
Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you,
What's going
Lieutenant.
on?
You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
Thank you, Lady Morange. She's always been cool.
In the
even though
interest
I
of
still
avoiding a
suspect her.
general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander,
no.
do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't
Why
you
didn't you
investigate?
go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What?
Exactly.
Alone? Well, what could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having
Yeah, but you
trouble
could have at least
deciding if
looked.
cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have much information
My
to go
cousin
on.
was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no
Interesting.
disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
Yeah, I know.
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you,
Looks like
sir.
we are. All right, on the King's Trail. The Queen's farewell, offer her health to said. Searching for Khan, find Constantine and his escort's camp. Question Dedra or Dylan or Dunkus and the clan leaders. I'm very concerned about my cousin, so that's probably something I really want to get done. The problem is I think I'm locked in with Siora. Compose your team. That's the only thing, is like, I'm locked in with Siora, which doesn't make any logical sense. Because I don't necessarily want to take, I mean, I may, but I don't necessarily want to be forced to take Siora into this next part of the mission. I want to have a little bit more freedom than that. So I think that's, once you choose to go with someone on their quest, I wish they didn't lock you into it. Alright. Zeld.
Siora, Asir, Vertirtu. What do you want?
I want to talk about the Queen's funerals.
I'm only here to accompany Siora.
I came to give our mother back to the earth, Iseld. It is high time we did, I know. Performing the ritual might help me feel less empty. Iseld, I miss her too. Did you go to Vasrigan? No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada. I was afraid I would not do things properly.
Go to the Tumulus with Siora. Okay. Right. Oh. It's there? Alright, well, it's a little bit of a hike. Little bit of a hike. Yeah, up here. Yeah. On hindsight, I should have just taken care of Siora's problem before triggering the next major quest, but that's okay. Just because I think it would have made more sense. Because there's, you know, role-playing wise, there's a more immediate concern of trying to find my cousin. So I'm like, oh, my cousin is caught in some sort of avalanche. La 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 la. I'm just going to hang around here for a bit. I mean, with all due respect to Siora's mother, she's not going anywhere. So I suppose it wouldn't hurt if her ritual was delayed a little bit longer. Again, no disrespect. Woo! 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 Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Difficulty is better. It's very manageable. I could probably do extreme, but I'm just gonna continue on hard. I feel like that, having a battle last as long as that one did is pretty much the average that I would like at the moment. I wouldn't necessarily want it to last. Well, I guess it could last a bit longer. I probably will bring it up to extreme. We'll see.
Basrigan. This is where I will perform the ritual. This burial mound has been the final resting place of our queens for generations. It must be prepared before we can start the ritual.
Okay. Right, maybe we have to go around. Ow. Shadow burst. Ooh, she's a little tougher. Gotta catch me, gotta catch me. Or Shadow burst. Okay. Alright, I think this is it, over here. That looks like it.
Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
You think intruders would risk coming here?
There. Tenlands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound.
So we'll have to shoo them away. And by shoo, I mean kill, I guess. Storm. Shadow burst.
You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming back.
You are right. We cannot let these carnivores roam so close to my mother's remains.
Yeah, fortunately. Alright, let's destroy the nests. Ooh, a lot of them. Warm. Shadow burst.
Drink a potion.
Ow. Thank you for the heals. Oh my. Really? That. Shoot, you bother me. Ow. Sorry. You guys are just gonna have to find a better place to nest. Not here. Okay. More nesting grounds. Shadow burst. Storm. Shadow burst again. And get out of the way. Nice. Hopefully this level will be a lot more interesting than the previous one. Well, we got our 2 points, so I can go up to this. Two-handed heavy weapons. Not that I plan on using it. Cool. Well, I've already maximized this. Accuracy increases the power of all firearms and chemical preparations. Agility increases fury generation and all damage inflicted in melee combat. Wield the best one-handed and two-handed swords. Wield the best firearms. Endurance increases maximum life and balance. Act required to wear the heaviest armors. Strength increases the power of all melee attacks. Chip required to wield the best one-handed and two-handed blunt weapons. Yeah, so I want more armor, honestly. So let's increase our endurance. Maybe I can actually start wearing better stuff. That would be exciting. And I don't have stuff here. So that's fine. That's fine. Craft, charisma. Vigor. Okay. There's people who are gonna come out. Yeah, I figured. Whoa. You missed. You missed. Yeah, basic.
Will no longer trouble the peace of our queen. All we have to do now is to take care of the ceremony.
Right. Okay. Alfred's
there
probably
anything
learning
else
a
to
lot from
prepare?
this.
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for the ritual.
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves, but otherwise the village artisan probably sells them. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will have to coat my mother's body with it before giving her back to the earth. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to prepare it ourselves. The merchants won't sell it. Once we have gathered these
I'm a
last
master crafter.
items, then Isolde and I will be able to perform the ritual. I thank you for being by my side and helping me the way you are. It means a lot to me.
Don't mention it, Siora.
Of course. We're good friends, Siora. Friends, just so you know. In case that wasn't clear. Acquire Mortra. Is there a crafting area? So this is where we're gonna have to place the body. But we need to get... Alright, we need to craft. So now I have to go all the way back. You couldn't have mentioned this before we came all the way out here, Siora. We came all the way here. I thought we came here with the intention of... you know, burying your mom for the ritual. But you didn't bring the necessary lotions or failed to mention to us. Failed to mention us that we need specific items first before we can actually do the ritual. Because, like, if you had told us that back at the camp, I would have been able to craft things, you know. So, yeah. That seemed a little backwards, but... Alright, because now we have to walk all the way back. Because I probably can craft anything that you need me to craft. Because I have the skills to do so. We have to snake all the way back here. And then after I craft everything, I have to snake my way back all the way back to the ritual place. Okay. Alright. Fortunately, the fast travel system doesn't quite help us here. Because we can't easily get back to those specific places since they don't have fast travel spots really closer than this. Alright, use the workbench. So we're gonna make sensors. I don't know how many I need, but... And then the lotion, mortuary lotion. Yes.
We have all that we need. Let's go back to the burial mound to put everything in place.
Yes, thank you for having us go directly there. Thank you. Okay. At least the game
Here
was
we
nice
are.
enough to do
It
that.
is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where her head will be, and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could to help me. And I am infinitely grateful for it. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. But only my sister and I can participate in the ceremony. This is
That's
how
perfectly
our
fine.
ritual of the dead is performed. Do you understand?
I understand. I feel like Afra's going to be the one that feels like this is a missed opportunity. Ask her to repeat what will happen. Yeah. Cool. Search area, prepare the room for the funeral. Okay.
There. Everything is in place. Thanks again, Onal Manawi. My sister should be joining me soon. You should wait outside.
Okay.
These rituals are demanding. But they help us to say goodbye to those we love. You have been a true friend. A Karats, accepting to help me the way you did. Thank you. I will never forget the kindness you displayed. Conforming to our customs and staying by my side.
It's only natural,
course.
Siora. I know what it feels like to lose someone who is dear to you.
We should go now. It is time to return to the living.
Yay! Friendship above all. Cool.
Karants, do you need something?
What do
What
you want to do now?
Will you become the Dunegad of your clan again?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still have a lot to discover by your side.
Thank you. Tell her that you have a lot more to teach her. Tell her that you're glad that she'll stay a while longer. Tell her you would understand if she had to help her people. I do understand, though, if you have to help your people, though.
I hope that you do not feel constrained to do so. I would completely understand if you had to go back to your people.
You are a noble-hearted man, and a true Onolmanawi. Do not worry. I'm not staying because I feel constrained to do so, but because I like being with you all. And especially with you. Anything else?
Oh, cool. Nice. You're
I must
welcome.
leave you.
Good.
See you later.
We are such BFFs. And that's it. Just making sure. Sorry, but we're friend zoning you, Ciora. Hopefully she sees us like a friend and not more than that. But if she does, then I'm sorry. I'm already devoted to a very sexy pirate. And apparently a very handsome guard on the side. Apparently. I don't think that's true at all, but anyway, moving right along. Speaking of handsome guards, I think it makes sense to bring Kurt on the search for our cousin Constantine, since Kurt kind of was helping out. Kurt knows Constantine as well, and I figured it's fitting for him. He's probably concerned about his safety as well. So I think I'll bring Kurt, and I feel like this is an opportunity for me to bring Afra along, again, just to get her more screen time, and I don't know, her ingenuity. If there really was a landslide, and if he actually was trapped in there, I feel like Afra's ingenuity would be very helpful. I mean, she's good with, like, explosives and stuff. I can imagine. Well, she might be able to help in a way that does not cause another avalanche. That would be preferable. Gather my companions. Compose my team. Alright, Ciora tagging you out. Kurt tagging you in. No, Kurt, I want you in. You're in. Thank you. Alright, off. No, we don't have time to sleep. Off to save. Find Constantine and his escort's camp. I'm coming, cousin. I'm bringing help. I hope Constantine is okay. I'm really gonna be upset if something awful happened to him. Let's go, boys. Out of my way. To my help to the death of others. That's the spirit, Kurt.